Hello, guys. Welcome back. So, I wanted to talk about something, and this feels like it'll be timely for all of us. The gods can't fix what we won't give them, Loki especially. If we won't put something in Loki's hands, he can't. He can't fix it. We actually have a fix-it fox statue. I got him. It's a plumber fox, and we have it for a reason to remind me, because Loki doesn't need reminding, that if I won't put something in Loki's hands, he can't fix it. If I'm not happy with how something's going in my life, if I don't hand it over to Loki and then let go of it, you know, don't keep holding on to it with my usual death grip, he can't fix it. It's like when we were little kids and we wanted a toy fixed, and we were trying to give it to our mom, dad, whomever, to fix it, but we didn't want to let go of it. We didn't want to let go of it, or we let go of it, and then every 5 seconds we were just staring at our mom, to fix it. Like your toy needed sewing, like, stuffed animal needed sewing closed or something. And you wouldn't leave your mom alone, right? We not only have to give Loki our problems, but we have to let go of them. Don't keep holding on to it. It's like your mom can't sew that toy if you're holding on to it. And, don't keep looking at Loki every 5 seconds like, well, you fixing it? Well, let him go, man. He is getting to it. I know he can give you this ear of he ain't doing shit and he's absolutely forgotten about your problem. He's always that way with me. You give him a problem, he'll ask what's wrong, and then he'll nod like the village idiot, and you have a feeling he's not working on it. He's working on it. He's not, I can't emphasize this enough. Loki is not the old man. He's not the kind of god that's going to say, "Oh yes, yes, this is very serious. Let's all be serious together." He's generally not going to do that. He will happily sit down and talk your problems out with him, but sometimes we're going to get back answers we don't like. You know, sometimes what Loki's going to have for us is, at least to keep us company. But, and then we push them away, right? And we've all done it. If we're honest with ourselves and we're not lying to make other people look bad, we've all pushed our gods away at some point because maybe they're just giving us comfort, maybe they're just spending time with us, and that's not what we want. We want results and we want them now, man. If they really loved us, and we always play that guilt card, if they really loved us, they'd give us this. If they really loved us, they'd give us that. And it doesn't always work out like that. And I can't tell you why. I'm not a goddess. I have no idea why we don't always get what we want. Especially when it comes to, like, say it's our health. Say we're having a health related issue. I have these colds every year like clockwork. Every year is the same song and dance because I'm stubborn and I'm proud and I don't want to take my damn cold medicine. If I would just take the damn cold medicine and take it consistently, I would feel pretty good. I would be able to enjoy my day. No, I'm not going to take it. Not giving the gods our problems, not giving Loki our problems is like me not taking that cold medicine. It can help, but I'm leaving it in the cupboard. I'm not doing the right thing. I'm not going and taking it because I don't want to. You can't make me. It's the same kind of prideful stubbornness we show towards Loki when we're like, "I'm not giving you this. I'm handling this on my own." And we all do it. We all do it. I think in 2020, especially, I'm gonna be so glad to see 2021. I won't be saying that anymore. Look, he's like, yeah, you'll just be saying in 2021. People don't understand. Um, he's got a point. In 2020, I think we all feel like it's all on us. The election's on us. Public safety is on us. Figuring out the world's problems is on us. No, it's not. We have to willingly give the problem to Loki. We have to have faith that he's going to solve it. You have to have trust in your gods. You have to give them stuff. I had some, troll wander onto the site recently and say, "Well, I'm leaving." They're leaving God. They're leaving Christianity because they think prayer's stupid and they shouldn't have to ask for stuff. They just want stuff given to them without asking. and they think that's dumb. They think it's dumb to talk to gods, and they think it's silly nonsense, but they still want to work with Loki. And I'm like, no, you don't. You want to be a troll. If you're not spending time with your God, if you're not talking to your God, you don't have to call it prayer. Call it talking. Call it whatever. Call it yelling at your God, because you will do that, especially if it's Loki. Yeah, Loki's like, yeah, tell them the phrases they'll need. You will need Loki. No, that's not yours. Put that down. What the hell are you doing? Because you're going to sometimes have weird stuff going on in your house. Who the hell broke this? And Loki, no, because Loki, no, will be the most useful saying in your arsenal. And Loki has picked you, and unfortunately, you can't get rid of him. There's not an exorcism or a banishing spell. Oh, for the love of Christ, do not try to banish him. He will get pissed off, and he will show you who's going to get banished, and he will put you in your place. What he will do? I go, yeah. And, you have to give the problem to him. And my problem is, my feeling in that department is I give the problem to him and he doesn't solve it in an instant. So I get pissed off because I have no patience whatsoever. Or I give the problem to him and I know he's going to solve it, but it's not in the way I want him to solve it. I want that Hallmark movie bullshit problem solving, right? Like Santa Claus comes and all your fucking troubles are over because it's Hallmark. And Loki looks at me and he goes, "We are not an extravagant people," or whatever the hell he's got going on in his answer. I go, uh-huh. And you have a good relationship with your God when you can complain to each other. He complains to me that I never give him, enough trust. And I think we all fail in our faith from time to time. And I call bullshit on people who say they never do. And if they never do, well, then fucking good for them. I fail in my faith on a daily basis. I turn on the news and I go, Jesus Christ, do the gods even exist? And Loki's back there like, yeah, well, it wasn't my fault this time. So, we can fail in our faith. And we can fail to give the gods our problems. But, you gotta put everything in the hands of the gods. Loki's been the one telling me, you gotta stop watching this fucking election coverage before you actually work yourself into a heart attack. And he says, he's telling me, giving me sound advice and telling me, it's really not going to matter at the end of the day. What the hell are we worried about? People 100 years from now judging us because of the way we voted? Fuck them. They weren't here to live through it. So I go, ooh. What are we worried about? Our family ostracizing us because of who we voted for? Or because we did not vote? Or we did vote? Or whatever the hell they got going on? Who cares? It's definitely a year where you have to put it in the hands of the gods. And you have to put whatever else you're doing in the hands of the gods too. And sometimes with Loki, and this does feel timely, we give it to him, but then we take it back right away. We give him our problem, but then we don't have faith, so we grab it back. We're like, oh, Loki, this is such a big problem for me. But then we lack the faith, and we pull it right back, and we go, no, I'll solve it myself, because you're clearly not doing anything, because it's not solved yet. That's the little kid in us. Sometimes we give a god our problem and we get pissed off because it feels like a solution's coming, but it's not the one we wanted. We wanted that Hallmark movie bullshit, and we get pissed off and we drag the problem back. And you can't have this. I'll go find the god that'll give me the answer I want. None of them will. None of them. And I got back here. And sometimes we're like stubborn little kids. We want it fixed, but we don't want to do anything to get it fixed. You ever try to reason with a child? You ever try to reason with a toddler when they're having a meltdown? They want it fixed, but they won't do anything about it. And they could have even caused the problem, as we often do in our lives. But damn if they're going to actually let you help. And they're pissed off at you for not helping when they won't let you help. And you're just looking at them like, I understand why other species eat their young. And you can't do that. Sneezing and everything else on camera. But, it's one of those things where, 1 second, guys, these damn allergies, god damn it. It's one of those things where you do have to put it in the hands of the gods. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to ever bullshit you guys. There are going to be times you're not going to be fucking happy with the answer you get. There are going to be times where you get no as an answer. There are going to be times where you get wait as an answer. There are going to be times when you are expecting the equivalent of a steak dinner as an answer and you get fucking ramen noodles and you're like, this is some bullshit right here. And look, he's like, tough titties. We're not an extravagant people. And I got, yes, back here. But God forbid we miss pizza day, huh, baby? I got, yeah, we got pizza yesterday. Pizza and chicken. And, There are going to be days you're going to be disappointed in the answers you're going to get. I'm not going to fucking bullshit you. And you just have to reach your peace with it. But you do have to put it in Loki's hands in the first place. And you do have to have faith that he'll do the best thing for you. What we want is not always, the thing that we should get. Sometimes Loki, just to prove that point, will give you exactly what you wanted, and then you'll be crying in your beer and going, "I should have never asked for that." And Loki be like, "Oh, what's the matter? Did you get what you wanted? Oh." Watch him. Watch him. So that felt timely for one of you, and I'm going to be doing better because he's been after me. He's been like, "Why the fuck aren't you taking your cold medication?" You don't want to. Let me tell you something. So yeah, yeah. And we had quite the Halloween surprise. We had our October surprise. The guy delivering the pizza showed up wearing a mask. I mean, like one of those big ones, like covers like from just below the eyes all the way back to the ears. And I'm like, I haven't had a pizza delivery person wear a mask yet, and I haven't been particularly worried because what is it? 15 minutes close contact in an enclosed area. We're always standing on my porch. I'm not too terrified. I haven't been terrified of the UPS guy either, but you do you. If you mess up every time you answer the door, you do you. I'm like, I can't fucking breathe now with this cold. I'm not putting a mask on as well. So, and like he's like, it's we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. I think it's going to be a time till we get through COVID, but we're gonna get through it. I just know I saw the Queen Mom out today, and she wasn't wearing a mask. No one else was. So I think it's up to you. Which side do you believe? And not which side do you believe. We have signs, but you know what I mean. Some people aren't wearing them because they do already have breathing issues. Some people aren't wearing them because it's a freedom thing. Some people are wearing them because they already have breathing issues. Some people are wearing them because it's a law in some areas, like it's the law here. But we're getting fucking off topic. Who gives a shit about masks anymore? Anyhow, my God, ooh, I'm just so dumb. I'm so done. When he's standing there wearing that mask, I'm thinking, oh shit, and I'm thinking of offering to go get my mask and put it on, but I'm just staring at him like a deer caught in the headlights, and I just couldn't manage to offer to go get my mask. And it took him, what, 5 minutes to less to get off my porch. So I don't think either one of us is going to get deathly ill, but it's just, I think we've all had enough of it. I think we have. But we will get through it, guys. We will. It's like one of those things where I don't know. I swear the next generation is going to be born wearing these things. But when we don't give a problem, like we don't give that problem, say, to the gods, then there's nothing they can do for us. I gave it to Loki, and Loki's very practical. He's like, he doesn't care if it is an actual thing that it actually makes it worse. You know your own body. Like if you're putting on a mask and it makes it worse for you to breathe, you know your own body, whether it's psychosomatic or not. You fucking know your own body. But you also know the risk. 15 minutes of prolonged maskless contact does, put up the thing for COVID. I know they're saying this year for Halloween to put your trick or treat candy out at the end of your driveway if you're having trick or treat. I thought, bullshit. The first kid to come by, all the fucking candy will be gone. Fuck no. They can come onto the porch, they can grab their candy, and they can leave like they do every year. What the fuck are they gonna do? Have a cocktail party out there? Kids can't wait to get their candy and leave. They're acting like, kids are gonna be socializing and having, like, what? Little tiny kindergarten cakers on your porch? Have they seen kids trick or treat? They gotta get their candy. If they could get it from the street using telekinesis, they would, just so they wouldn't have to take one more second to get more candy. So, I don't know. I got off topic. I'm sorry. It's been a lot to deal with in 2020. But yeah, guys, you do have to give your problems to the gods. You do. You do have to give your worries, and you do have to give your frustrations. Like he knows, I've had a fucking enough of humans this year with politics and with everybody making the masks thing into such a crazy thing. And it's like I just want to put half of humanity into a rocket and send it to the moon. And I'm not saying which half, just if half of humanity was going to the moon, I wouldn't have to deal with half of humanity. So, but yeah, yeah, I'm frustrated and losing it. Can you tell? But yeah, you do have to give your problems to the gods. You do. I am giving him my frustrations, and he's okay if I vent on camera. He's like, well, that's what the channel's for. And it's okay to be angry. It's okay to need to vent. It's okay to need to talk out loud about stuff because you shouldn't keep it all inside. It's okay to, get mad if 2020's not exactly been your year, and excuse me. It's going to be one of those things where we just have to give it to Loki and let go of it. I know it's really hard. I know it's driving you crazy. Like, I keep wanting to go watch one more damn news thing. Like, that's going to help. But, you have to give it to the gods. I think the mask thing came up in this video because I'm like, well, damn. Now the Democrats have issues, and it's like, well, they are the people that were doing everything right. It seems like it doesn't matter what we do. And I swear to Christ, I remember Fauci saying, well, masks really don't work at all because it just vents out the sides. And I'm like, I swear to Christ, I remember him saying that. It's something about masks work super effective because it vents out the side. Does anybody else remember this? Let me know below. And I'm like, it's like we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. It's like, and then, people are posting stuff on Pinterest like, well, your masks are bullshit anyhow because here's the hazmat suit the CDC wears. And I'm like, we can't fucking win this year. So Loki and I have been talking about that. He just goes, he's a really insightful god. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. We're going to make it through this, guys. And I don't have a magic ball. I can't tell you if a mask work or not, or, is it helping? Is it not helping? Fuck only knows. We won't know until 30 years from now, and there'll still be, doctors fighting about whether it was a good thing or the bad thing, or it just accelerated stuff or stopped stuff. Who the fuck knows? So, so, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.